spirits look lovely, don't they? Yeah, I think the spirits will quite enjoy some. Very sweet oranges there. Perfect. Okay, let's look at all these baskets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. I'm not saying that just to be lazy. I think that's quite a few baskets here. Yeah, I think I should be good. Oh, hello there. I'm so sorry, don't mind me. I'm just talking to my baskets. I mean, it is a festival today. I highly doubt that an elf talking to baskets is going to be the strangest thing you see here today. What am I doing? Well, I'm putting out the offerings for the spirits. Don't you know what night it is? Well, yes, of course there's the festival going on. But tonight is also All Hallows Eve. Do you know what that means? It means that this is the one night of the year where the spirit world is the closest to our world here. So yes, we generally celebrate with a festival, and there's all sorts of things to celebrate, from, you know, the bountiful harvest that the mother goddess has given us this year to, you know, maybe trying to connect with the dearly departed. But some of the spirits who might try to come by, they're a bit more mischievous. Let's just say that. You know, we've got the brownies, the selkies, the hunters, the white woman. Those are the sorts of spirits that people don't necessarily want a visit from. So, what we do, what, you know, my clan does, just to, you know, sort of keep the festival and all of the people of Namasera safe, is we bring out these baskets with all sorts of lovely things inside of them. Fresh fruit, some vegetables, maybe some nice smelling flowers, and of course plenty of fresh baked cakes and biscuits and things like that. And we place them all around the border of Namasera. And then that sort of works as a deterrent for those more mischievous spirits. Keep them happy and occupied out here, and then it's far less likely that you'll see one of the bad ones in the city. Yeah, it's quite an important job, really. Sort of a shame all of this lovely fruit going to waste. Although sometimes there's some left over in the morning that we'll come and, you know, pick up and gather ourselves. Anyway, are you on the way to Namasera to see the festival? Wonderful. I think that's going to be quite a good one this year. It's been quite the bountiful harvest this summer and early autumn from the great mother goddess. So there's all sorts of delicious foods and drinks, and of course all the vendors. I think there's even some jousting this year. And of course the mediums, if you'd like to try to contact one of your dearly departed. All sorts of wonderful things to enjoy at the festival. Yeah, I'll be there soon too. I think, maybe just a few more baskets, just to be on the safe side. And then I'll see you there maybe, eh? Alright, well, enjoy the festival of All Hallows Eve. Should be a wonderful time. See you later.
Hello, traveler. Oh yes. You are on the right path. Namasera isn't far away from here. Oh, let me guess. You're heading to the festival. Oh, wonderful. You're so lucky. I've heard that it's amazing. Oh, me? No. No, unfortunately, I never attend the festival myself. You see, for me and my family, fall is the busy season. It's just after the harvest, so that's when we need to get the job done. I am a professional magic bean sorter. It's a tradition in our family from ages now. Do you want me to show you? Yes, this one, for example, is magic. It's a tenderness magical bean. They are used a lot by the love apothecaries. What do you mean, this one? No, they are absolutely not the same. This one is magical and this one is not. Can't you tell the difference? Oh, here we have another one, magical. You can see it's very, very, very light. They are used in levitation and fly potions. Very, very rare and precious. You can help us. Oh yes, we have a lot of work, so any help is always appreciated. Oh, no. We aren't done. We just finished to sort the harvest from the first farm, and we are still going to do the 82 other ones. So I can really use your help on this. Hey, where are you going?
Oh, they opened the gate. Welcome to the festival. Oh yeah, it's just getting started. Food booth, selling breakfast for another hour. Delicious pastries, things like that. Me, I was on guard duty. Yep. Got up in the middle of the night, was here before anybody. Not only watching, make sure nobody steals the wares. But also, I carried things. Heavy things, big boxes and barrels. Some of them made weird noises. Now it's time to celebrate Mugvale. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Oh, sure, it's still morning. It's a festival. Just have a little ale. Then I'm gonna walk around and enjoy myself. Maybe listen to some music. Eat delicious food. Maybe buy a new scabbard. Maybe a bow. Maybe some arrows. Watch tournaments. My cousin is around here somewhere. He failed Valen clan, and he is setting up audio sound. Way too picky. Way too picky. Did I ever tell you about the time? Did I? No, I just met you. Well, let me tell you about the time me and my cousins were in the woods just north of here. We took a trip to Namaste. I want to see you. What? Oh. Yeah, me and my cousins were in the woods near here, and all of a sudden out of the woods came trolls. 3 trolls. Ugly trolls. Well, there were 3 of them. 3 of us. And we had our bows, of course, but at close range, you gotta have a battle axe. Where's my battle axe? I had to check it at the gate when I went off of duty. Anyway, we had our battle axes and our swords, and one of them ran off. Let's just say the other 2 are still in the woods. Well, don't let me keep you. I'll be right behind you. There's a lot to see and I don't want to miss it. Just let me finish my ale. Well, have fun. Coin purse. Watch it.
Oh, their house. Not these ones. These ones ain't for sale or nothing. We just, we ain't all set up yet. These for the kids for later. I don't know, like, that haul up into town don't ever get no shorter. I don't know what took so long this time. Legs ain't got no shorter neither. But I just got into town late, so I'm still leaving, boiling the water. Because you know how you worry about kids. You wanted to, if they're going to be, well, you know how the game is played. If they're going to be sticking their little faces in there, you wanted to at least start out as clean as possible. No, none of mine. No kids from old Coop. I might get around to it one of these years, but we'll see who finds their way down the orchard. It's just my cousin. Lives up here in town. She got 5 and a new one on the way. Can you imagine? But there's two that are gonna be in the middle now. That are they're at that point where they're missing half their teeth, you know? So I figured while I'm at good clean fun, I'd even the playing field a little bit. You want to help? Sure, you can help. Settle a spell. No. No. Maybe later. No. There you are. Nice and shiny. Just for you. Let me pick you a good one. Shiny, pretty, no bruises. All for you. Oh, and save the peels, will you? Just throw them in a pile in front of you. This table seems worse. It's just... my ma, she puts them around her rose bushes. I don't know if it does anything, but you gotta keep your ma happy. What's the matter? Did you catch a chill in this fresh city air? Darn it. This ain't supposed to come out till later, after we got all the whelps to bed, but brought up a little shine from the valley with me. Why don't you give that a try? I'll smell it first. Hits you right in the chest, don't it? Get you warmed up every time. You get on out of here. You didn't come here to do work. You came here to have yourself a good time, right? You can come back later. Maybe get in on it with the kids. Just make sure you bring all your teeth. And why don't you take that little nip with you? Bring a crowd of people. And if they don't follow, make sure you tell them where you got it. I'll see you around.
Hello there. Who do you belong to? I think you're lost. This is the jousting tent for the jousting tournament. Oh, yep, you were looking for the alcohol tent. Okay. Not surprised. Oh, nothing. It's just you aren't even wearing armor. Jousting with no armor. You'd have to have guts of steel. Well, is that maybe it is a challenge
I'm not saying that you would be bad at it. I'm just saying, like, look at you. Well, the sign-up tent's that way. If they wouldn't even let you in, though, because it's a very sophisticated sport, and you have to know the rules. What complicated? Are they complicated? Complicated. No, actually, they're pretty easy. But it takes a lot of courage to be able to participate. It's very scary. Quite an honor, really. That's why I do it. I just want to make my parents proud, but yeah, you probably don't have enough courage anyway. You think you do? Well, lucky for you, I know how to detect courageous aura. Stand back. It may look like finger flutters to you, but it's actually a very sophisticated way of fighting your courageousness. I can sense it. To sense here, sense from here. The shield type thing that's on the shoulder of the jouster. You hit it with the jousting stick. That's number 2. You didn't even know that's how you did. Yes, it's all about the points. Well, I suppose it's about, knocking the other person off the horse as well, but it's not all about that. Alright. You have some really courageous aura. Wow. Hey, do you want to be like my jousting partner or something? Because wow. Yeah, your courage is through the roof. Are you on like some mystical mission or something like that? I was joking. Are you like you're the chosen one? Okay. Am I being punked? You know what? Let's go sign up. Let's go sign you up. Jousting tournament. Yes, come on. Come on.
That sounds right. Oh, hey. Should stop by early while I'm setting up for the band to see how amplification magic works and the importance of sound. Oh, yeah, you're just here early for the band. That's understandable. Well, look, all right, I'm the sound elf for the band. All right, so I make sure I walk around the stage to figure out where I'm going to place everybody. And sounds are quieter, right, the farther back they are, the farther you are from them. And so, you know, we put the loud instruments towards the back, and we put the quieter ones towards the front. And, you know, when someone is their turn to like have a solo, they'll step forward a little bit. And also maybe we want to put the people who can't sing very good in the back. It's just, you know, just the reality of the situation. And it's my job to get here early to kind of figure out where everybody should be standing, right? I mean, we've played in this plaza before, but I just want to make sure, you know, nothing's changed, right? Trees are a little bit bigger than they were last time we were here. And so what I do is I walk around, and any experienced sound elf will tell you the best way to gauge where to stand is to tap on your elbow and listen for the echo. And once that echo goes away, you know you found the right spot. There's different parts of your elbow that you can tap to simulate different instruments, right? So, I mean, it's not going to sound exactly like it, but it'll have the same kind of amplification, right? The same kind of level of volume. And so it's a good way to kind of walk around, gauge where everybody should be. So that's what I'm doing. Additionally, we also do have some amplification magic. You know, it's like my dad taught it to me. I'll teach it to my kids. It kind of runs in the family, but really anybody can learn it. The idea is you place kind of like an energy node near the person that you want to amplify, right? Whether that's like the lutist who's going to have a cool little solo, or maybe if it's more of a dance party, you put it next to the biggest drum, right? For that you feel it in your chest a little bit. And then like the lead singer or something like that, when they're going to have like a powerful moment, you place an energy node to them and you tie that to your finger. And then as they're going, you just move your fingers up and down, just when you want to hear somebody. Or maybe you place an energy node next to someone who's not that good. It works. You amplify, but you can also kind of maybe make some of it dampen the audio a little bit. You just pull back on your finger a little bit. That's how it works. It's pretty cool. But before I place energy nodes, I gotta wait for the band to get here to do that. I'm gonna walk around a little bit more and just kind of figure out where I want people standing. So right now I'm working on a lead singer, and if we listen closely, you'll hear an echo if I tap on the right part of my elbow here. You hear that? All right, I'm gonna shift over this way a little bit. See, we're getting a little closer. I'm gonna move over just a little bit more, and I think that's gonna do it. Oh, a little more. Yeah. No more echo. So lead singer's gonna be right here. All right. And now let's see. Maybe we do background vocals, right? So background vocals can be over here. We'll start here, and we'll just tap the elbow. All right, let's lean back just a little bit. It's very precise. We're getting closer. Let's back up just a little bit. Almost. Back up just a little more. There it is, right there. No more echo. Awesome. Background vocals will be right here. Lead singer's gonna be right here. All right. I'm gonna get going on the rest. Feel free to watch if you want, but I understand if you're not really into it. It can be kind of boring. You did bring your chair, so you can just sit there, you know, and stare off into space, or I guess the chair could be your marker. You can walk away and get a drink or something. A lot of people drinking at this festival, but I mean, it's a party, right? Anyways, this is awkward. I'm gonna keep going. Thanks for listening. I'll see you around, right?
Welcome, welcome, one and all, clans from everywhere, to the Autumn Festival. We celebrate the closing of a year, when the earth slowly falls asleep. To begin today's festivities, I'm going to read the annual poem. In the season leaves should love, since it gives them leave to move through the wind towards the ground they were watching while they hung. Now, when dying grasses veil earth from the sky in one last pale wave, as autumn dies to bring winter back, and then the spring, we who die ourselves can peel back another kind of veil that hangs among us like thick smoke. Tonight at last I feel it shake. I feel the nights stretching away, thousands long behind the days, till they reach the darkness where all of me is ancestor. I move my hand and feel a touch move with me, and who I brush my own mind across another. I am with my mother's mother, sure as footsteps in my waiting self. I find her, and she brings arms that carry answers for intimate, awaiting bounty. Carry me. She leaves this trail through a shudder of the veil, and leaves like amber where she stays, a gift for her perpetual gaze. Don't you imagine the leaves dream now how comfortable it will be to touch the earth instead of the nothingness of the air and the endless freshets of wind? And don't you think the trees, especially those with mossy hollows, are beginning to look for the birds that will come, 6, a dozen, to sleep inside their bodies? And don't you hear the goldenrod whispering goodbye, the everlasting being crowned with the first tuffets of snow? The pond stiffens, and the white field over which the fox runs so quickly brings out its long blue shadows. The wind wags its many tails, and in the evening the piled firewood shifts a little, longing to be on its way. Thank you so much to everyone for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful day.
Perfect. Yes, you'll do perfectly. Hold this. Stay very, very, very still. The leaves are beginning to change. A crisp, nights. Lift this, Look at that. You have a perfect amount of autumn cheer. That spell channels its power from autumnal cheer. I knew you had it in you. I could just tell. And now, for proper introductions. My name is Jacquelyn. Who are you? Oh, I think I have seen you around before.
Though it's hard to tell. There are so many people around gallivanting at these seasonal festivals, don't you think? Have you been enjoying the jovial celebrations of the All Hallows Eve festival today? That's great to hear. How did I do that? Well, I'm 600 years after all. No longer an acolyte Undervolker. I'm a master of magic myself. And I don't mean to rudely interrupt you exploring along, but you do look like you've been to quite a few of the attractions here so far. Am I right? Perhaps all that excitement requires a balance of calm and rest. You may soon feel so rested and relaxed, without care in the world. You might even feel that you could float away, feeling lighter, drifting away, floating free, lower down, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground. Free as a bird, free as a bird, free as a bird, feathered wings, feathered sprightly springs, sprightly springs, sprightly springs, light as a butterfly, light as a butterfly, light as a butterfly, scaly wings, vapory wings. Not only do I offer a feast for the eyes, but for the taste buds as well. If you think these apparitions are impressive, just wait until you've had a taste of my herbal brew of a tantalizing tincture. It will only accentuate the vividness of my magical illusions. I can see that you're patiently intrigued. Behind me is my magical tent, for which we can get nice and cozy inside to watch the show without any distractions from passers-by about the festival. Does that sound good to you? I got the tincture from Namasara's apothecary shop. Take it at that. Extra specialty. Put my own special ingredient and some mushrooms from the mushroom forest, of course. Here you go. Drink it all at once. In order to see the effects, you must drink it all. That's the way. What do you think? The cinnamon notes and the fresh flavor from the apple peels. They were from Cuba, actually. Good night, and enjoy the fair.
Hi. Hi friend. Do you remember me? Yes, we met last spring. Yeah, I'm the intern type. I guess you could call me that. I got a promotion. Isn't that fun? Yes, the council member I work for said my promotion this year will have me carving their pumpkin for the festival. So I'm just getting the guts out of this. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, it's part of the job, I think. These will be really good to roast though. So yeah, they're so busy, they don't have the time. I completely understand really of why they would need someone to do this for them.
And one day I will have someone do it for me. Hopefully. Yeah, kind of like a rite of passage. But shh, don't tell anyone. No one can know I'm doing this for them. It's a completely fair contest, so I think the other council members can have an annual thing going on, and whether or not they win or not. So, but that's none of my business. One day I'll be part of it. I think. Okay. I don't know what a winning pumpkin looks like, so I think I'm just gonna do a moon. Just, does that sound nice? Just a big circle. People will get it, especially when we put the candle in there, right? You really, were you looking for me? Well, we're just in like the very back part of the office. I know last time I was kind of in the front getting stuff together, but yeah, just trying to breathe, take a moment from all the festivities. No following the singing right now. Just looking for the peace and quiet. Yeah. Well, if anyone asks, I am not doing this. Of course not. I'm putting together decorations because that is what I told everyone I was doing. I've been running around trying to find the perfect flora and fauna for the toes that are going to be around the banquet tonight. So, anyway, I hope you have a wonderful time at the festival, celebrating the peak of autumn. But go. If people see you wandering here and see I'm doing this, I'm in big trouble. Go, go, go. I'll see you later, okay? Bye. Have a fun time.
A nice juicy one. Maybe I should have given this one to the spirits too. Well. Oh, hello there. You remember me from outside the gates? Well, have you been enjoying the festival so far? Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. I just got me some fresh oranges from the vendor over there. Looks quite good. Quite juicy. An excellent harvest this year. Have you been over there to get some fresh fruit? Not yet? Oh, well, make sure you're stopped by. They've got all the best, you know. Here, you know what? Why don't you take one of mine for now? I mean, you can go pick up your own, but give you a little something to snack on as you're enjoying the festival, eh? Alright, here you go. Maybe I'll see you later, but if not, enjoy the festival.
Hello. Oh. Yeah. That's right. I do portraits. I do portraits and caricatures. I'll draw your face. Yep. That's why I'm here. Oh, that sounds good. Well, let me get started. Yeah, the festival's been going on and I've been waiting here and no one's come up to my booth. Woo! Sorry, I'm a little lightheaded. I started early. Okay. Oh, I can do it. I can do it. Yeah. All right. So, how are you enjoying the festival? Have you been here long? Have you been to the other booths? I think there's some fortune tellers. They might say don't go to the portrait guy. I'm just here to enjoy the festivities. Lots of festivities. Hold on. Oh. That's some good ale. Have you been to the ale tent yet? Everybody needs to go to the ale tent. Get an extra tanker and you can bring it here because I'm almost out. Yeah. Well, this is turning out nice. I've been drawing things for so long. They invited me to come to the festival because they wanted my skills. They wanted me to come and join to accentuate the experience of being here. And I said, is there going to be ale? And they said, of course, there usually is. So I said, okay. I think it's looking pretty good. I think it's pretty good. No, you don't get to see it yet. I'm not quite done. Okay, now I'm done. Oh, no, the drawing. The drawing is still in progress. Okay. You ready to see it? It looks just like you. It's not worth the diamonds. Well, then I guess I'll keep this one for myself. Oh, okay. Well, if you're gonna go on, then I guess I'll have to wait for somebody else. Are you still gonna bring me an ale? Okay, bye.
Hello. A lot of booths at the fair. Oh, my name's Trin. What's yours? Lovely. I'm just wandering around. I was considering doing a booth this year, but no. I was gonna use one of my skills, talents, but I'm not quite sure. It's just that I kind of have to do it when I'm inspired to, not like when somebody walks up to me in a booth setting. What do I mean? Well, I read read, like tell your future, tell your troubles, help you find answers, readings like that. Yeah. I use your ears. Mm-hmm. You want me to give you an ear reading? I can't guarantee anything, and that's why I don't really feel like opening a booth is exactly the right move for me. No, I don't have to tell you anything personal. I can tell you, like the weather. Mm-hmm. Sure, I could give you a weather report on your ears. Sure. Just gonna lay my staff next to you then. Oh, ear, tell me about the weather. The weather. The weather. Oh, this is now telling me whether or not you're going to make a decision about buying something here today. Maybe a mug. Maybe between a mug and getting your face painted. That's a weird decision. I think you should do both. Let's see what your other ear has to say. Oh, ear, tell us about the weather. What do you hear? Wind, birds, snow? I don't think so. It's not that season yet. Okay, triple rainbow. Interesting. A triple rainbow? At the All Hallows Eve festival in the fall? That would be really cool. Let's see if we can figure out what colors will be in the rainbow. Oh, weird. Purple. Dusty orange and black? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Let's check your other ear. Oh, it looks like these are actually supposed to be the lights shining in triplicate from somebody's booth. I think it's the music venue. Well, it's not really a rainbow, is it? See how confusing it can get? Doing readings is hard. And again, this is why I don't have a booth here, because it's unpredictable and I don't want to disappoint anyone. You know, a lot of the times people expect, like, oh, you know, who am I going to fall in love with? Or, oh, you know, like, should I bring an umbrella with me tomorrow? And, you know, I might be telling them something completely different, like, I don't know, maybe that they were going to inherit a really cool lamp. And it's not the information that they wanted. So I figure maybe I could just put a disclaimer that says you might get something completely unexpected and not to be satisfied. Wait. No. Okay, I appreciate that. You can help me word my sign. Thank you. Well, you've been entertaining me for the last little while, and I don't want to keep you from checking out all the legitimate booths. So, it was very nice to meet you, and have a lovely rest of the fest.
Hello, dear visitor. I am Etra, an adventurer elf who has just returned from the lands to the west and has two very interesting things to show you, if you would indulge me so kindly. Thank you. One of these things, well, both, I will say, are for celebration, as this time of year is for certain kinds of celebration. Our marking of the passage of life and our descent into something that will allow us eventually for rebirth. I was gifted a curious tonic from some of the people to the west. I'd love to share a bit of it with you, if you will take it. Wonderful. Don't spill it. Now, cheers to you. It is a spicy, fragrant drink that they often indulge in as the weather gets colder and more autumnal. It's for warming the bones, relaxing, getting into a mood of sorts. I thought you would enjoy a little bit of such a beverage, especially before we discuss the next thing I have brought back on my journey. We often don't like to think about death, but this time of year is often reserved for thinking about those who have gone before us into some great beyond. I myself am fascinated with burial practices around cultures, as it is my job to discover such things and understand them, especially if cultures would like to exchange such information with me. This one did. Here I have some normal water, and after those who have gone before us pass on, these people anoint their bodies before the burial ritual is done. It is performed with water, of course, and a special oil that is made only in that Western culture. And we will drip just a few drops inside of this, and I will show you the anointing rite. If you do not mind being a subject for me in such a way. Thank you. The first goes on the forehead. The second on one side of one's face, right about here. The next on the other side of the face. The next over the bridge of the nose, very gently, not too hard, and the next on the chin. Very good. Very light. Thank you for allowing me to show you my discoveries, and I wish you a wonderful continuation of your journey, dear visitor. I thank you for stopping by. Safe travels.
Oh, marvelous. You must be here to help me judge the jams and the fruits, the produce that everyone has brought in to the festival to celebrate this time of year. Is that right? My goodness. Well, I am most honoured and humbled that you have decided to join in. It's so much fun when we all join in and have fun and celebrate together, don't you think so? Wonderful. Now, take a look at some of the items that I am about to judge now. And if you want to, you are more than welcome to help me choose. Pick the best. See which one sings to your soul. Right, so we've got a selection of preserves. How delicious does that sound to you? Exactly. And also, I'm at the apples as well. Now, these are some of the most delicious apples in the land. So let me have a look and see which one we can try first. Now, I have my lucky spoon. This is my official tasting spoon, and it is made from a wood that does not taint the taste of anything that I sample. So, there is no change in the original form that all of these delicious and beautiful and tenderly made items and heartfelt grown items change. Right, I think we should try this one first. Now, have a smell of that. It is a blackberry and apple. Yes, yes. Yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? Well, I shall take those notes on board and make sure that they are added to my judging comments. Now let's look at the colour. It is a rich purple red, and what's very good is the jam doesn't run. You want a nice hearty strong jam. So when we tip it one way and the other, it in the main stays in place. Excellent. Right. This is supposed to be top secret voting, so you're not really meant to be in here. What I would suggest is sneak out that way, but I will absolutely include your comments in my final judging. Now go. Enjoy the rest of the festival. Goodbye now.
Hi, I'm Kimia from the Namas clan. I'm generally just a healer that doesn't go out much, especially since my father is on the Grand Council, so you want me to write each meat option right here. I could do that. So the first one It is St. Ambrose draft mead. It is apple, honey, maple syrup, and cinnamon. That sounds really, really good. So I'm just going to say it is an apple mead. This one looks really, really frightening. How exciting. It's called Pink Lemonade. Oh, sorry. This is crossed off. Punk Lemonade. How delightful. Yeah, we can open it now. Oh, how exciting. Yes. It smells like apple pie. Is this too much? Hear that, children. From the human realm, they like to give out candy for the dead. How adorable, isn't that? I'm going to pour a little less for this one. It smells quite strong. Thank you. Ooh, what a pretty pink color. Don't tell my father. Alright, let's try the apple mead first. I'm very excited. It smells so heavenly. Reminds me of my grandmother. Whew, that is strong. Not my favorite. Oh, I can tell by the color that I'm already going to like this one. How about you? I think I'm drunk already. I thought I was a lightweight. Ooh, it is sour. Oh. This one's very good. I really do like this one. My father. Oh, no, I was wrong. It was just another elf that looks like my father. You know, they all have that long hair with those pointy ears. Kind of like me. Well, that's everybody here. Anyway. Oh, that's tasty. I'm always a medic. Now, I think I'm going to need a medic. Drunk. Elves can never get drunk. Never, ever, ever. I don't know who you heard that from. Here, take your card. I'm going to dance at the festival. No one can stop me today. Whoa! Maybe I'm a little drunk. I'm just going to sleep here. Wake me up when they are serving food.
Please come in and be at your ease. I hope that you will feel very, very comfortable and welcome here. Let me just take a look at you. Okay. You don't seem to be showing any signs of permanent damage. I know that the stomach upset and hiccups can feel uncomfortable, but please be reassured that you're going to be absolutely fine, okay? Absolutely fine. The best thing you can do right now is take some deep breaths in and out. Take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. While you do that, I'm going to just gently fan you off, as you might have become a little overheated. The day is fine, but sometimes when we're not well, we become anxious and we can become uncomfortably warm. Good. Those are wonderful breaths. Well done, you. All right. Now, let's see. For the hiccups, I have a simple solution. Here we go. It's a bit of a cure-all, but I find that it especially works wonders for hiccups. And as hiccups can be very annoying. Let's get rid of them as quickly as possible. Two. So there you go. Pop those in your mouth. They do have a lovely flavor, don't they? Alright. Now let's see. For your other ailments, I would say that it is a good thing that the only thing we have to worry about is potion correction. One of the hallmarks of potions is that their effects typically do not last for long, which is also why you should never believe anyone who tries to sell you a love potion. Let's see. Perhaps. Actually, this might be a bit strong for what you're dealing with. Alright. I have the perfect thing though. Now, all this is a simple cordial. With a slight breath of healing spell. That should do it. Alright, here you go. Drink all of that. Good. Alright. Thank you. How do you feel? A little better already. I'm very, very, very glad to hear it. Okay, one last thing before you go. No more magic. These are some freshly baked oat cakes, and as I said, please help yourself. Yes, the best solutions are often the simplest ones. You sometimes can get a little hungry or dehydrated at a festival like this, and so I always make sure to bake a few of those oat cakes the day before I come here. Now, my final prescription for you is, in a moment we will open the tent curtains, and when you go outside, I want you to just take a moment to breathe nature is the greatest healer. Feel that good mother presence and breathe in this delicious fall air. All right, very good. Now I'm going to send you on your way. I hope that this has helped and that you feel refreshed. Please do remember to look up and look down and breathe. Here we go.
Hallow. Class will begin shortly, so I'd like to invite you to get comfortable. Welcome. We're just about to begin. Please take a seat. Hi. Come. Sit there. You too. Come. The lecture is about to begin. Good, I'm happy to see so many individuals eager to learn. Please welcome. Thank you for coming early. Before we begin, I'd like to invite you to get comfortable. I hope you're enjoying everything here. I'd like you to just get prepared to write some notes. So perhaps take out some parchment or a quill or whatever device you use for note-taking or remembrance. Okay, good job. It's a fancy one. Okay, well, I'd like to start off with a perhaps somewhat rhetorical question, though if you want to butt in, you can. Does architecture, woodworking, sculpting, pottery, wood whittling, what does all of it have in common? They are all art forms that use the third dimension. They have something that other forms of art do not have. Depth, character, the Z depth, the Z dimension, the third dimension, the most important dimension. This is why these forms of art are much more important than their 2D counterparts. Art within the third dimension not only has to obey the laws of 2D composition, of lighting, composure, hues, saturation, and elements, but it also has to obey the science of the third dimension. This is why I am bewildered and offended when people mock the 3D arts and say sculpting is not a real art, but instead painting is. Painting. Anyone can paint, but can anyone see the world for what it really is and replicate all its complexities and dimensions? I ask you, who is the better scientist or scholar? Alas, I don't need to preach to you. You're all here because, of course, you want to improve your skills, per se, in the third dimension, in arts of the third dimension. So, prepare yourself. I'm going to tell you what I have learned throughout my career. Now perhaps it may help you. If you're here to just simply hear what I have to say, there may be some elements of wisdom which you might glean from this experience. So I would implore all of you to take this quite seriously. Are you all ready? Now, what I'm about to teach you will help you immensely in all of your artistic endeavours. So I implore you, absorb what I have to say. Be a sponge. Get comfortable, because we are about to begin.
Hello, friend. How are you enjoying the festival so far? Isn't it wonderful? I just love to see everyone out and about and enjoying themselves, and all the artisans. Fantastic celebration. Getting ready to put the forest to sleep for the winter. But most importantly, paying homage to those who have come before us, as this, of course, is when the veil is finished, isn't it? Very important. And what better way, perhaps, to honor your ancestors than by making a wreath such as this. You can hang it upon your door. Would you like to do that? You can also make them smaller if you wish. Like this, and then it will be a festival crown. Perhaps it could play both roles. So would you like a bigger one for the door? This lovely little moss is very, very good for helping to bring out those bright colors and also keeping our leaves where we would like them to be by just tucking a little bit in there, helping it hold. Let's see. Yes, it's looking much more vibrant and alive already. I do say so myself. It smells such wonderful food coming from all the other vendors here. My goodness, my stomach is wakening. I think perhaps when we've finished our projects, I may take a little break, a little walk around myself. Too much that I don't want to miss, but never fear, I'll be back in a jiffy. I wouldn't want anyone to miss out on creating their own very special wreath or crown. There we are. Getting there. We're getting somewhere now, aren't we? How's yours coming along? Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Creativity and nature go hand in hand, don't you think? The most amazing things occur in nature, don't they? Amazing. I mean, there's just nothing like it. No elf could ever create better than our dear Mother Nature. Isn't that right? That's what I believe, anyway. I suppose I'm slightly biased. We are lucky, aren't we, to live here where we do. To be able to celebrate such things. It's very important to me, personally. And indeed, most likely, most every elf, I would imagine. How fortunate. In any case, I'm rambling again, aren't I? Goodness, I do have a tendency to do that. Please forgive me. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm so glad that you stopped by. Truly, it's always wonderful to meet other creative elves out on their yes, journey. I suppose it could be a journey. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your time.
Hello. Welcome to my grotto. My name is not important. I retreated to this cave many years ago, made it my home, so that I may shed my mortal ties, my name, everything, and concentrate on enlightenment. However, once a year I allow people of Namasera to come to my home, whether they be mortal, immortal, alive, or dead. I use the energy of the spirits at this wonderful time of year to imbibe myself and you with their energy and tell your fortune in the spirit of the festival. So come in, relax, and allow the energy to fill you completely. It's a comforting, magical feeling. So ignore the other sounds of the festival and just breathe in with me and out and listen to the sounds of the cards as they surround you, and focus on one question about your future. What is in your future and what can the spirits tell you? Listen to the cards. Listen to the cards and I will tell you what the spirits want. This is a fantastic card. This is the card of maturity. The spirits want you to know that you must handle all your problems with an air of maturity. Shed off those childish ties, beliefs, and accept that nature is your mother. The spirits want me to tell you that you must handle your issues with an air of maturity, that you must let go of childish dreams and childish inhibitions. Accept that nature is your mother, and that everything can be solved with a wondrous respect. Respect others and respect what's around you. The maturity card is beautiful, it is kind, and it appeals to the future. Let go of childish inhibitions and accept that you can solve all of your problems with a level head. Now, it is time for you to leave my grotto. Thank you for visiting me, and remember our messages. Thank you.
Oh, what are you doing? Why are you standing so far away? Come closer. Come closer, my love. Closer. You are welcome. Yes, I am a bit more somber these days. I do have memories of people who have passed
passed on just as everyone else does. If you have met me before, you may have seen me in a more sprightly attitude. And I will be there again. But during this season, I am calmer, a bit more sad. But I know that whatever you need, I will be able to connect you to that. Could that be a family member? Or a teacher? Or a soulmate past? Whatever, no matter, I will be able to help you connect. I can tell you a few secrets too. Would you like to learn a few secrets? Maybe not this particular session, but don't you worry. I'm sure we can devise a plan between the two of us so that you can learn a few secrets. As we sit here in reverence to the world, to the earth, to the spirits, to the guides, we shall partake in a toast. I do believe a particular toast is in order. Simply nectar to try. Oh, it is sweet and delicious and oh. Do you like it? I do believe it wakes up the senses. So before you came in, I was speaking with my grandmother. She taught me everything. I've learned some things since her passing as well, but she has always been there to guide me. Oh, I see her. She's bringing through someone new. This person looks a bit flighty. Maybe a bit kind of like a butterfly energy. You know, flitting about. Oh, it's a child. A beautiful child, girl child. And with the most special elf ears. Does it sound like anyone you know? No? Oh, but of course, that is because you don't know her yet. She will be coming into your life. I do believe she will be coming into your life. I know not how or in what manner, but I think you might be very happy to meet her. Very happy indeed. Such a beautiful, beautiful child. Well, was there someone else you wanted to speak with? No? Well, fear not. You have a new person to meet sometime soon. And she is a magical child. Oh, let us just thank the guides
to all the people who passed and good cheer, and goodwill, and love of hearth fires, and crackling flames. You have a lovely time, and the rest of the festival. Bye-bye.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I don't mean to look rushed. I thought I was running out of time. I thought I was going to be late for the All Hallows Eve festival. Welcome again to Sarah. Yes, I remember you. Yes, I do remember you. Yes. How was your day, Sarah? Wonderful. Wonderful. I didn't crochet anything this time. Getting ready for the festival is always so busy, so I thought I'd focus on the chakra points, right? Okay. This is a rose quartz bracelet for self-love, compassion for yourself. These two are actually both jade, but this is the dark and this is the light, but they have the same properties, just different colors. This is, you remember this, and I still have the matching necklace. Yes, these are the magnetic ones. They even, oh no, they don't stick to those. I thought they did. I thought they did, but I was mistaken. And that's still, that's what it sounds like. And of course the magic necklace. Also having a beginner chakra set right here. Some dried herbs. That smells good. There you go. What does it sound in the bag? I've got another one. Yes. So this is a clear quartz. I just haven't taken it out of the bag. Taken it out of the bag yet, so. But this is a clear quartz. And some other doubled stones. I'm not sure what these are. I think that's another rose quartz in there. Right there. That looks what it looks like. Another clear quartz looks like it. I think there are some blue lapis in here. I'll have my favorite, amethyst. I love amethyst. Just the color and just looking at it helps me calm down. Yeah, it's my favorite color too. I love this little geode right here. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty?
Greetings. Are you enjoying the festivities? Oh, me too. This is my favorite time of year. Tonight we are closest to the spirits of our dearly departed. It's such a special night. You can practically see the spiritual energy in the air. Can't you feel it? Oh, it's nothing to be afraid of. The spirits want to help. Mostly. You've lost someone you love. I can see it in your eyes. Here, let me see your hands. Their connection to you is strong. As soon as our hands touched, I could feel them. They're very near to you. They watch over you. I need to listen for a second. They're trying to tell me something. Shh. Yes, I hear it now, but I'm not really sure what it all means. Sometimes spirits can't communicate directly, and they send clues. I have tools to help me decipher what they're trying to say. I am stop and delay. So whatever is going to happen is going to stop your current path. I am negative. It will not be a positive thing that's going to happen. I am stress and anger. I am sorrow. You will feel like you can't go on. Like this is the end, like nothing will ever get better. I am confusion. You will be confused as to why this is all happening to you. I am love and forgiveness. This card is the turning point in our reading. I am balance. This tells us that good and bad are hand in hand. I am Master Transformation, the Renewer. I am positive, so your transformation will be for the better. I am Appreciation and Happiness. I am Fulfillment. I am Master Light. Your spirit is saying that you will be met with bad fortune, and it will seem like all is lost and there is no hope. They need you to know that this is not the end, that once you are able to accept and forgive, you will find true happiness and be fulfilled. Your companion is very insistent that I make sure you know that happiness will come and to not give up. You have a beautiful future ahead of you, if you can just make it through this trying time. They also want me to tell you not to worry about them, that they are happy, and that they'll always be close to you, watching out for you. I think divine intervention brought you here to me today, so you could hear this message. Please remember that no matter how bad it gets, you need to keep going. True happiness and fulfillment is coming. Sometimes we just have to have the bad to truly appreciate the good. I hope this helps you and brings you peace in whatever obstacles you are facing. I'm so glad I was here to help. Enjoy the festival.
Look at how juicy that looks. Perfection. Oh, can you see me there? Oh, well, would you look at that? You know, I know that this is the day of the year where the spirits are closest to, you know, the mortal world. And that means that we can come and visit people here, but not everyone can see us. You know, are you a medium or perhaps a fortune teller or gifted in the arts of speaking to the dead? Not particularly. I guess you're just lucky then. Well, I'm sorry if I startled you. I didn't mean to. Were you sitting here before? Oh, okay. Well, no, please, yes, feel free to sit down. That's fine. I don't always get to speak to people on this night, so it's actually quite a treat for me. Lucky for me too, I guess. I think this is my favourite part of All Hallows Eve, now that I'm, what's the term? A dearly departed. Is coming back and getting to have some lovely delicacies we don't normally get. I always loved oranges, especially the nice sweet ones. My sister always loved them too. Although she was older and she always sort of had this obligation to take care of me, so sometimes she would give away hers for me. I actually felt a bit guilty about it. She said not to though, that it was her choice and she liked to do it. She was very sweet. You know, back in my day, that's such a silly phrase, isn't it? Back in my day, well, 200 years ago, before I died, the oranges were far less common than they are here in Namasera. It's quite amazing the strides that nature magic has taken in the last 200 years. It's quite innovative, even with species that aren't necessarily native to this area. Yeah. There's oranges on every street corner now. In fact, there was a big basket of them outside the gate. Yeah, very lovely sweet ones. Now, I only took one because I know that those baskets are there for more of the mischievous spirits. You know, those that aren't necessarily the souls of those lost from this world, but something altogether different. The imps, the harpies, the white woman, you know, those sorts of people. So, and when we spirits of the dead, we know not to touch the baked goods especially. Those are the ones the imps love. The biscuits, the cakes, those sorts of things. But sneaking out one little orange probably won't hurt, right? Well, have you been enjoying the All Hallows Eve festival today? Good. I'm so glad to hear it. You know, this part, the bonfire, it was always sort of my favourite part. It's less about the commotion of the day, and it's a bit more contemplative. You know, thinking about the year that's come and gone and the harvest, and, you know, celebrating sort of the peak of autumn before we start slowly transitioning into winter. It's a time of deep contemplation for everyone, the living and the dead. Not to mention, it was always quite fun to roast hazelnuts or almonds or other things to eat for later. You've got to enjoy festival food. That's just part of the experience, isn't it? Oh, you know, I I was actually hoping that I'd get to see someone today so I could ask a few questions. You see, when I come and go, I try to sort of glean some information about the world or the city or even my family when I can. But there's a few things that are a bit more difficult to find out just by listening to the crowd. So, would you tell me, are we still in conflict with the humans? Oh, we're not? Oh, well, that's lovely to hear. So dreadful, all of that fighting and all of that darkness. Oh, we don't have contact with the humans, though. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. I mean, we're all just creatures trying to do our best, all living on this same land, aren't we? Well, perhaps that's an archaic way of thinking now. Maybe someday. Maybe someday relations between the humans and the elves and the other races too could be mended. A girl can hope at least, eh? Something my mother always got on me for when I was little. It's dreaming too big. Always wanting to see the best in people and the best in situations when unfortunately sometimes it's not how things work out. But maybe I will. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you. I'm sure you've got plenty of things that you'd love to see at the festival, different places you like to go, people you'd like to speak to. Not just some random elf that's been dead for 200 years. But thank you for entertaining me for a minute or two. It's been quite a while since I've actually gotten to have a conversation with a living soul. Well, I hope that you've been enjoying All Hallows Eve and that this most magical night of the year brings you everything that you're hoping for. Happy All Hallows Eve.